Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by longtime Patreon supporter Brett. Huge thanks to Brett and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Brett reached out asking for a deck led by Glarb, Calamity's Augur, and I was more than happy to make it for him. He also asked that the deck have a budget of under $800. I know that price range is out of pocket for most of you, but remember, Sharpies are cheap. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Glarb, Calamity's Augur is a 3-mana 2/4 legendary frog wizard noble with Death Touch, who allows us to look at the top card of our library at any time. Additionally, we may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of our library. Finally, we may tap Glarb to surveil too. So, not only does Glarb allow us to cast spells and play lands from the top of our library, he also helps us to manipulate the top of our deck. And since we're surveilling instead of scrying, maybe we should look at adding some reanimation effects to the deck. Or at least the ability to play lands from our graveyard. But even though Glarb is obviously a powerful commander, there's no set theme. Glarb doesn't scream Spellslinger despite being a wizard. Glarb really doesn't do anything for frogs despite being a noble. All he does is top deck manipulation. But he does allow us to play lands from the top of our library, so I decided to go with a landfall theme. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. The Return to Earth Boulder series is unique in that they're made almost entirely of renewable resources rather than plastic. And lately, Ultimate Guard's been printing these not just in solid colors, but with artist print like the new Squaros series. As part of a set, you can call upon all of the Justice League to protect your commander decks, like this one featuring Superman. Pick yours up today at your local game store or order it on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacombs, Polluted Delta, Bloodstained Mire, Wooded Foothills, Flooded Strand, Zagoth Triome, Breeding Pool, Overgrown Tomb, Watery Grave, Rejuvenating Springs, Undergrowth Stadium, Morphic Pool, Dreamroot Cascade, Deathcap Glade, Shipwreck Marsh, Hedge Maze, Underground Mortuary, Undercity Sewers, Golgari Rot Farm, Simic Growth Chamber, Dimir Aqueduct, Bajuka Bog, Field of the Dead, 3 swamps, 6 forests, and 4 islands. Now, if this were a 2-color deck and we were wanting to run Field of the Dead, I'd recommend splitting up my basics between snow-covered and regular. But we're a 3-color deck, so it should be fine. For mana ramp, we're running Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Crucible of Worlds, Conduit of Worlds, Ramming Up Excavator, Ancient Green Warden, Burgeoning, Exploration, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Azusa Lost But Seeking, 3 Visits, Farseek, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach. Got that wonderful repeating land package as well as some traditional land ramp. Our card advantage package consists of the Gitrog Monster, Tachiova Benthic Druid, Grolnok the Omnivore, Reanimate, Rhystic Study, Demonic Tutor, AC, Tyrant of Gyre Strait, Peer into the Abyss, Colossal Grave Reaver, Sensei's Divining Top, Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, and Eternal Witness. I wanted to have some ways to reanimate anything that got surveilled. I figure in the early game, Brett will want to surveil any big creatures he comes across, then be able to reanimate them later. For card advantage, we've got Counterspell, Assassin's Trophy, Negate, Beast Within, Deadly Rollick, Return to Nature, Ashiok Dreamrender, Drag into the Roots, Sink into Stupor, Abrupt Decay, Baleful Mastery, and Constant Mists. You've never seen a creature player lose their mind until you buy back a Constant Mists 3 or 4 times. Our board wipes consist of Culling Ritual, Cyclonic Rift, Toxic Deluge, and Death Begets Life. Gotta love board wipes that draw us a ton of cards. The core of our deck consists of 20-Toed Toad, Avenger of Zendikar, Skewed Swarm, Rampaging Baloths, Obnixilis the Fallen, Lumra Bellow of the Woods, Iridescent Vinelasher, Bonnie Paul Clearcutter, Cultivator Colossus, the Gitrog Ravenous Ride, Kodama of the East Tree, Rampant Frogantua, Mossborn Hydra, and Mirko Obsessive Theorist. Supporting our plan, we've also got Enhanced Surveillance, Doom Whisperer, and Yarok the Desecrated. I know that Yarok doesn't really combo with our commander, but we do have a lot of landfall effects in the deck, so he's here to help with that. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 55 mana sources split between 39 lands, 15 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. Heavy, I know, but it's fine. We're a landfall deck after all. 12 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Ashiok Dreamrender and Bojuka Bog, 1 Sudden I Win card in Cyclonic Rift. The goal of our deck is to play as many lands as possible, either draining our opponents with Obnixilis and Iridescent Vinelasher, or build up a massive army of tokens with our other landfall effects, then swing out with them. Cyclonic Rift clears a path for those creatures, allowing us to win the game on the spot. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of other ways to build Glarb. I've seen him as a Frog Commander or a CEDH Commander. After all, our color identity allows for the Thoracle combo. But I didn't want to go with something basic, and I wanted to take advantage of Glarb's ability to play lands from the top of our library, and to utilize or even enhance the surveilling. How did you build Glarb? What combos did you include? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgi, Nazwin, Conga, Chris, Robert, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksu, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Booming, Jackie, Finn, Zen, Osira, Justin, Christian, and Golden Walker. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.